Don't open it yet.
So I had somebody that might actually and I just sent her the job description posted. So, and I just talked to her.
Okay.
And so she found that interesting. She's been a assistant for a long time. And then she opened her own business for 10 years. Doing like hosting events and things like that, like PG, putting together a team. And she can tell you more about it. And she's I know her dad.
I do like when my
she's looking for something with a lot of flexibility. She's run a business. She's done you know, like that kind of and she's run businesses. Processes. Yeah, it's that. Yeah. So I sent her the job description. I told her, I said, no, it's competitive. Let's for her. But I'm sure that you think it's
means there's probably something running in the background.
Oh wait, I can't tell yet.
Ideal,
right?
But
yeah,
what I told him was
yeah, of course. Yeah, this is always the way.
Exactly.
Wait, where am I?
I get my gear.
Yeah.
You're in a build spot.
Oh, I am.
Oh no, what do I do?
We're gonna have a meltdown. I don't even know who you are. You're like, what? Oh, it's
just like attending church when someone's
Yeah. So,
yeah, we're all in our little spots. I was like, oh man, I wish I had a locker at work that I could like put my work sweater in.
yeah.
Just so that I don't need it in the office. I just need like my paper clips and a work sweater and like
you need to have
a cozy. Like I gotta go to the TJ Maxx and get like a warm parka sweater I can just wear here every day. Well, I know. Jason's usually here.
Thank you. Everybody have an Oreo? You don't get to eat them yet.
Yeah, don't eat them.
Don't eat them.
Lunch out there. Wait for the
No, it's not double stuffed. I don't need.
Don't eat the cookie yet. We're gonna play a game.
It's Tony, he needs a cookie.
Oh, you get a cookie.
And you get a car.
Tanner, how you doing?
How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Let's call us.
How's your neck, Mama? Back there with the eating crap.
Hey, man.
Welcome, friends.
William, does it feel weird that you're not sitting in your seat? I told him it's like when you go to church and somebody's sitting in your pew. You like stand there for a minute trying to figure out what's the right thing, what's the right approach here.
Yeah,
This is the first thing she said.
I know you do.
Hey, Craig.
Very first thing she said.
So you're William's seat.
I like
It's nice to be loved.
I know. We need to start meetings, throwing stuff at people.
I think that's good. Okay, we're gonna hold on to our Oreos. They're not going anywhere yet.
Don't eat them yet.
Don't eat them yet.
Welcome, friends.
For those of you who don't know what the date is, it is September 23rd, also one day for my birthday. So just kidding. All right. Look, speaking of birthdays, we got quite a few.
Should we just sing happy birthday?
Yeah.
Now?
Yes.
And come by tomorrow. We'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
All right.
Ready?
Ready?
Anytime.
1, 2, 3.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks, guys. That was awesome.
The way that sounds.
It's gonna be great. I understand you want to have a conversation with these lovely people. Come on up, friend. We'll do that later.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get on a roof in a little while before it rains.
You know
on me
what?
again, so
I
we will see.
completely understand.
We will see. So I got a couple of, my name's Richard, First Inspection Services, and we've got 800 ones. Stuff for everybody. So don't eat your Oreos yet.
Mhm.
I want to give you a top 10 thing, top 10 items to help be successful with inspections. Got a few of these that consider these. Attending an inspection especially if you're a new agent, definitely want to attend because you're going to be able to learn how to screen out houses that inspect poorly. And make you avoid putting a contract on one that never had a chance to get to the closing table, and you saw some things, and that will help you out. So attending is always good. Fewer restarts. So number 2, schedule an inspection early. Matter of fact, if they're still in your office and you've given 3 names out, see if you can get them to call right then and there, because you can't control what your clients do when they leave your office and they go home and then we hear, oh, it's, you know, the end of your inspection period, it ends day after tomorrow. I forgot to call for the inspection. We've all heard that. Sewer scopes. Sewer scopes are not needed on every inspection. They are really popular now, and they're definitely needed if your house is, say, 60 years or older. But if it's got all PVC drain pipe, 4-inch drain pipe, sewer line, for example, you don't need a 20-year-old house sewer scope. It's just pretty much a waste of money. So don't put them on every house, but definitely recommend them for the older houses for sure. Remember that the radon test is 2 days long, and this is something we run into a lot. The client may know the inspection period, but then they want a radon test, and they try to schedule it on the 9th day of the inspection period. But then guess what? It takes 2 days to pick it up, and sometimes our schedule has it that we can't place it before because they haven't given us a whole lot of time. We love to place it ahead of schedule, but it can't happen every time. So you always want to make sure you take into consideration the possible radon test with the inspection period. Verify the keys for multifamily. I'm sure all the keys work. Well, but we run into that one person who changed the locks and nobody knew about it, and it means delays. So if you have a 4-family or an apartment building, we do commercial property inspections also. So if you have 5 or more units, for example, we have a 33-unit apartment building we're inspecting tomorrow. So I'm mentally preparing for that, how that's going to go. Guess what? We've gotten the property manager and the listing agent to agree to have the property manager there with a drill to drill out the lock, because they've had over a week to know. So yes, the property manager will be drilling out locks if they change the lock. That just makes success. We love that because we get in every unit and there's no hiccups. So don't assume the keys work. Always verify with the property owner the night before even to make sure that all the access is all there. I've already said make sure you educate the buyer on the inspection period and when it ends. Also, for condos, we do inspect the outside of the condo also. It's not just the inside. Yes, the HOA may be responsible in most cases for the outside, but HOAs are very unaware of issues. And especially if you have one building that has, let's say, 6 units in it, and at one end of the building, there's a structural crack on the foundation wall that nobody knows about, that can affect everybody. So we do inspect the outside. That's very important to know. Does the property, these are things that help us. If you can let us know, are there additional barns, pole barns, pools, hot tubs, sprinklers, other additional buildings on the property that they may need to have inspected, that helps us. We need to know that in advance because we want to properly price it to be fair to everybody. Win-win pricing is great. Win-lose pricing, that's us. That's us. And then also, we like to let your clients know and you what are the top three findings? What are the three most important things? And what is the demeanor of the person? We know that you guys want to order up the appraisal, or maybe you don't, depending on how the inspection went, but hopefully it went okay. So we will always let your clients know and you know what the top three are. Different systems, the last one is different systems that come with the house. Washers, dryers, we really don't expect. We're not going to sit there and run a 2-hour load of laundry and verify that it works. If you put water in it, you got to drain it. And quite honestly, I'm not really qualified to run a washing machine. I'm just not. I tend to ruin clothes. So central baths, yeah, we'll turn it on and off and try to find the hoses for the client. In-house music systems, intercom systems, they're pretty much beyond the scope of the inspection, especially the internet wiring. So that's top 10 things to help you be successful with inspections. And then the last thing I'm going to leave you with is 2 security tips. These are, I'm kind of a security wonk, and I'm always trying to keep from getting scammed, so these will help you out. Who's read that book, Getting to Yes? It's a classic. I'm sure most people in here have. Okay. If you haven't, it's a good book to read. Okay. Here's a Getting to Yes that you want to avoid. If you get a phone call and the person asks your opinion about politics or asks your opinion about anything, do not utter the words, yes, I agree, because that will be recorded. And then there's AI, and then there's bot farms and other things that will take your voice and create a scenario that you've ordered something, you've given permission for them to do something. Do not utter the words, I agree, yes, on the phone to somebody you do not know.
Interesting.
Yep. That is a big one going on right now. Yeah. And then the other is, my wife's an author, and she almost got scammed on something. And I'm finding this one goes with a lot of different professions, and you can imagine how this would go with real estate. So my wife got email from this person who said they want to feature her book in a book club. Now that's happened before. That doesn't happen often, but it happens. It has happened before. And this person, strung her along and wanted money to do that. So she almost got scammed, and she figured out. The last one was like, nah. She said, nope, not interested. So imagine if you got an email that looked kind of like something from .lu that was fake. So really verify, click on the address it came from. If it doesn't have the ending that you expected, or if it has a RUS, Russia, may have other things on it, definitely not what you thought it was. So the key is don't open those emails. Just delete them. And then the other thing is, go in your trash and empty your trash, because some of these people are so good at their devious programming that they can make that email just grab onto other stuff, just hang around and do damage or cause you issues. So definitely. And I saw a video. You're pretty familiar with bot farms are. There's the things that send out all the spam emails and the phone calls. Wow. I saw a video of one actively working. Good grief. Man, oh man. All right, so I just wanted to leave y'all with that. Any questions? And just remember our services. Yes, ma'am. Oh, just at the end of the inspection, we want to always make sure the client is sent away knowing the top 3 things from the inspection. And we want to also make sure that you get that too. I don't like to have you guys surprised by the inspection. You should know what's coming. Just like with the radon test, we're always going to text you and the client when we pick the radon reading up, because I know you're waiting. That's like the last thing to hit send on the inspection vendor, right? right? The radon test on that, yes. We'll always let you know what that is.
Richard, do you want the buyer's agent to be there for the entire inspection or just the end?
Either one. If you're coming at the end, knowing that we typically reserve 3 hours, but if it's a smaller house, it's probably going to take 2 hours, sometimes an hour and a half. We're not one of these companies that are like, we're going to be there 4 hours. It's like, fire me. If I'm going to be there that long, just fire me, because it shouldn't take that long. You should know what you're looking for, and I'm not walking in super slow motion, but I'm not walking real fast either. So kind of like the last. And a lot of times I'll call, I'll text the agent and say, hey, we're in the basement now. You know, didn't know if you were coming or not. Good question. Yes.
Does your company handle all the, like the radon or sewer scope or?
We don't do our own sewer scopes.
Okay.
I have really thought that one through quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
want to throw my competition on the bus. Sewer scopes to me are very specialized, and if the sewer scope company, or let's say a person does a sewer scope, and they still have to get a licensed plumber there to get an estimate of repairs. If you have a sewer scope company, they can give you the estimate of repairs and the diagnosis, and I know they know what they're looking at instead of a couple YouTube videos.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So that's my reason.
But the radon you do?
Yes,
Okay.
and termite, and if somebody really wants a mold test, we can do a mold.
Okay.
Yeah, with samples. Yeah. Good?
Yeah.
All right. Fill up out there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very helpful. Thanks for all the goodies too.
I'd love to stay, but I've got to
Be safe on that roof.
Do you guys like tell your buyer clients, like, do you say we've got a 10-day inspection window, we've got to have everything inspected within 10 days, so I put the repair request together? Like, how do you deliver that to your buyers, like to your buyers when you've got an offer? Well, you're under contract. You've written in 10 days. How do you explain that to your clients? 7? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And we're not waiting for 10 days. Pretty 10 days. We need to make sure we're having conversations with their clients and help them understand that they don't have 10 days to do this. Get it done in 5, 7 at the max. I'm right there with you, William. I give them a different date, and I even put it on the calendar. You guys put it on the calendar for them? Create a calendar invite for your client so they know exactly what date to have that inspection done. The little things.
When you go under contract, that's what I go over multiple things. So it's not just inspection, but it's insurance, it's earnest money timeline, inspection timeline. So it's all these things. I'm holding my hand throughout the process, but
Sure.
yeah, it should be all of these things.
Are you actually creating like a calendar invite for each one of those dates?
Am I? Yeah, it's my TC.
There you go. Somebody is. You are. Yeah. I love that. I think that's crazy important. I know my clients like it, the calendar invite for every single date. Something to consider. You want to go back to singing happy birthday? No. Let's do bucket fills. What do we have? Whose bucket do we want to fill?
I got these ladies over here, Miss Michelle and Mary, helping me with urban houses, door knocking, you name it. So there are a lot of listings, and we're trying to not let these days on the market add up. So they're helping me get them sold, get the business as well. So, thank you guys.
I love that. Good job, Mary. Good job, Michelle.
I just would like to say welcome back to Jenna. We've missed you so much.
We
I
missed you.
Missed you. Hasn't been the same without you.
Guaranteed Jenna did not miss us.
Definitely no thoughts.
Welcome back, Jenna. Got another one? Not moving her till we have one. No buckets to fill. Let's go. Oh,
Okay. How long is the longest pending in history? Whoa! That is the longest pending in history. Are we gonna have a party? That's awesome. Well done. Good job, Michelle. There you go. Way to step up, Peyton. Thank you. I love it. Any more? Going once, going twice. Yes. Celeste stepping up. Chase stepped up. There are a lot of people stepping up.
You're pretty good.
She's coming after you now. You took William's spot.
Yeah. Now you're dead.
All right, moving on. Unless we got another one. You good? Thank you. I touched the Zoom and that's all it takes.
Yep.
Guess what we're doing? Everybody get out a cookie. Y'all seen this before?
Oh.
Neither have I. So we're learning together.
It's easier to stand up.
Everybody stand up. Get up to the cookie.
This is a really good time if you need like a funny video to film.
Oh, very good point for our social. A little content here. Why did I come to this damn meeting?
So, get up.
All right, come on. This is good. Michelle's got her still in the packet. Wait a minute.
We take it
We're
out.
gonna take it out.
I have money, so you don't want to eat the one that
Fall on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, what do we do? What's the goal?
the goal is that you work the cookie from your forehead to your mouth without losing your using your hands.
I have no idea how you can do this.
And we're all gonna. If you had too much Botox, it's not gonna work. And then I responded like, mine should work very easily. Mine's gonna stay in one spot. My wrinkles are gonna.
Okay, are we timing this? What are we doing?
I didn't, if y'all start at the same time, the first person to do it.
Tony, get your cookie.
Tony, you can't be in here. You can't just do like this.
All right, are we 3, 2, 1-ing?
You gotta get it to your mouth. So everyone starts with on your forehead. And then you gotta work it all the way down.
My Botox.
Somebody's gonna have to say ready, set, go.
Okay.
Fail.
Ready, set, go.
Is it better to go down your nose or go on your?
It's stuck on my eye.
There
This is why she wanted to do this challenge.
Practical.
Yeah.
I got all the wrinkles.
You're just like it slow. A
A
little wider.
Don't get it down past
There you go.
You're all
Oh,
right.
woo, Jen did it.
Good job.
Did anybody else than Lindsay get it?
It's the funniest
Oh.
show.
Who did?
Never got it.
Jenna got it? Kurt got it? Tony got it?
Or did you really get it?
I was
I should have
prioritizing
warned
content.
you.
I was
Did
about
you?
to-
Good. So you
On my
got
head.
some of this. So I can actually see it. I got crumbles on my face.
That's fun.
That's hilarious.
Kurt beat you? Did you practice what? Did I practice? No, I saw Christmas morning. It's all my wrinkles that you felt on me. Down my face.
Well, yay. All right. On to, got you guys moving.
Some energy.
We wanted some energy. Wanted to tell you guys, we had our leadership meeting last week. Southern Indiana, Louisville, Lexington all came up and we all kind of hung out, talked. leadership and what we could do for our agents, that kind of stuff. And so I just wanted to kind of give you an update. Really not anything that you guys don't already know, we haven't talked about, but we did talk about things like what does it take to make a winning team, right? And this is stuff that translates over to real estate as well. Whether you're a solo agent or you're a team agent, we all have teams that we work with. What makes a winning team? What are our standards? We talk about that quite often. You all have standards for your business. You get to decide whether or not you would uphold those. Recommend you do it. What are our standards? How do we deliver 5-star experiences for our agents? We also talked about providing education that really is production focused, education, training, that kind of stuff. And then even talked about our partnerships, which is something you guys talk about in your business, your affiliate partners, people that you work with. So that's kind of what we broke down and talked about as a team. Is there anything anybody wants to share from that experience?
I think just another one was being brilliant at the basics. I feel like we talked a lot about it, but just getting really serious about just going back to what works. Get, creative and fun later, but it's doing everything we can do right now that we know works as the basics. So just being brilliant at them. That's not for next time.
Brilliant at the basics.
And what I always take from these meetings is that things that we do within leadership is somewhat modeling what the agent should be doing in their business.
For sure.
So right now it's end of September, so we're kind of getting together, and that's that meeting is a lot of prepping for getting together within each respective market centers to start discussing our DPS and our goals for 2026, because believe it or not, next week is Q4. And so, and then also talking about really pouring into our agents and making sure that we're connecting with everyone that's in our office. And so that kind of mimics what agents should be doing with their sphere of influence and reaching out. And so just kind of, we've got to lead by example from a leadership perspective.
It's the MREA, right? And so the market center should be following the MREA, just like real estate agents should be following the MREA. It's absolutely the same across the board. So when we talk about getting back to the basics, it's not just us listening to you all to get back to the basics. It's even leadership, right? We all get distracted by the shiny object, every single one of us. And so really focusing on what are the things that we need to be doing each day in order to grow the businesses that we want to grow. And so as a leadership team, we're doing the same thing that you all are doing in your own businesses. So yeah, it's feeling the same thing. Feeling the same pain. It's interesting how it correlates. But yeah, feeling the same pain.
I think too, even on the team, all of us, we talk about this all the time too, agents also, but we all think that we're isolated in that feeling, and everyone else is experiencing it because we look and it looks like everyone's making calls or doing something flashy on social media, but the reality is we are all in the pain. So I think it's already kind of a win if we're all acknowledging that we are.
Right.
We kind of move forward by supporting each other and figuring out how best to do that.
Well, the MREA and the shift both speak to that whether you're a solo agent or you have a team or you run an IMAO or you're an OP at a market center, wherever you are in this profession, the reality is none of us are doing it alone.
Yeah.
We all have teams. One way or another, you've got a support team, you've got people that you work with regularly. And it might not even be bad to have conversations with those people. What are they feeling this year? Right? Are they focused on what their goals are? What are their goals? Do you know? Know what their goals are. Just even having that clarity and supporting one another could be very beneficial. Win-win on both sides. And one of the things we did talk about too was our value. I know that a lot of us have done this exercise before. We were given all the words to choose from, the descriptive words, and you get to decide which are the words that stand out to you. And your leadership team walked away with, we were supposed to do 3, but we couldn't have the 4th. We walked away with, and I'd love to get your take on these words as to whether or not you think this leadership team is is providing these things. We talked about authenticity. We talked about customer service. We talked about trust. We talked about growth. Those were the words that really stood out to us as your leadership team. The reality is none of this is possible without growth, whether it's you professionally, building your business, us attracting other talent, whatever that is, we have to grow. If we don't grow, we're stagnant, we're dying, right? So growth is a huge part of it. But the trust and the authenticity, I hope that's something that we convey pretty well for you all. This leadership team talks every single day on how we can best support our agents and one another, for that matter. Customer service, you guys are the customers. You guys have to worry about customer service for your people. We do the same thing. You guys are our clients. And then, of course, that authenticity and trust are very similar. So something we put together as we were planning the goal, what we're really getting ready to do, which is the intense business planning. Each one of you should be doing that, or at least preparing for that. End of September, all of October, that's the time when people are doing their business planning. We're going to have, Lindsay and I are hosting Friday, we'll get into that, a business planning workshop as well to help you guys with that. One thing that also stood out to me when we were having these conversations, and you just teed me up, Peyton, with the being brilliant at the basics. Thank you. I'm going to read something from the shift. This section is in tactic 3, do more with less, talking about leverage. And don't forget, this was written during the Great Recession. So this was during one of the biggest shifts we've experienced. Don't let change throw you for a loop. Once you know what you must accomplish and you know what your margin could be, you must envision and promote a positive future. There's an old saying in sports, if you want to stay ahead, then play like you're behind. The challenge you might have is that you've been ahead and you played like it. Now you're behind, so what do? You do what all great business people do. You focus tightly on the basics. You do that by asking yourself 4 straightforward questions. What are my business priorities? When do they need to get done? Who is the best person to do them? And finally, how should they be done? What are my business priorities? When do they need to get done? Who's the best person to do them? And finally, how should they be done? We know the answer to the first question because it's a fundamental 6 priorities in your business. What are my business priorities? They should be your 6 core competencies of a business. What's number 1? Lead generate. Number 1, lead generate, capture, convert to appointments. No surprise there. Number 2, present to buyers and sellers and get agreements. Number 3, show buyers and market sellers. 4, write and negotiate contracts. Does it sound foreign to anyone? Should sound very familiar. Write and negotiate contracts. Number 5, coordinate the sale to closing. At 6, you think 6 is? Manage the money. It does you no good if you only go through 1 and 5. You have to get to the 6, and that is manage the money. Have you guys all read this shift? No. If you have not read it, I would highly recommend you do it. It is my favorite out of all the KW books. I absolutely love the shift. I highlighted this too just for funsies. Up markets can hide lesser talent because we predictably focus on our sales success in the moment and generally don't give the market enough credit for its role in our success. Sit in that one for a second. Face it, when it comes to people, up markets conceal, tough markets reveal. What's that mean to you?
I'm sorry.
No, jump in.
I just
kind of plans the whole thing. I see the embodiment in one person here.
Yeah, for sure. That is a great example.
Play from like you behind
Kurt's played like he was behind the entire time.
and he is the embodiment of you, just as
I love that. No, that's really good. There's your aha in that statement.
somebody. Oh,
That's strong. How's that feel, Kurt?
I don't like
People are watching.
it.
I know you don't like it, but the
I don't
reality
like
is
it.
people are watching. Hey, that's pretty good. There's something else. Right? No, that's good. I agree with you, Tom. I absolutely agree. And we know those people. You know them. You've seen them. The people who have enjoyed success when the market is booming. Yay on them. All of us should have experienced something like that, right? If we were in those markets. The reality is the people who are still killing it in tough markets, those are the people that you kind of want to go, wait a minute, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Likely they're having conversations, following up, getting appointments, writing contracts, point of closing, and managing your money. Basics. Basics. Hey, look at that. You guys are so prepared.
I think a lot of agents, we've got two types of agents right now, the agents who are kind of tearing the toughness, and then the other agents who are really excited about the shift and excited about it being tough, because this is where they thrive, because they're probably in those up markets, working like they're behind, and it might be that they're behind, and they're having to work much harder, and what was it that Jordan Freed said?
Oh, you guys have heard me say that one. This was so good. Jordan Freed said that agents are mourning the genius they've never had. Right? That hit me right between the eyes. It's like, oh, did you just say that? But it's so true. And it's not everybody across the board, but the reality is if I got licensed in a market where I really don't have to do much other than put a sign in the yard, I'm thinking real estate's pretty darn easy, right? I mean, it's just a reality. And then when the shift happens and you're not in that same type of market, you are mourning the genius you never had because you didn't have to learn what it took to sell a house. Well, today you have to know what it takes to sell a house. Which means come to classes, come to trainings, hang out with people like her. Anybody else want to weigh in? Any other thoughts? Yes.
The day started.
He's got his eyes closed. I know. He's like, you guys, wait a minute. We do want him coming back to these meetings. Okay, go.
Hold on, now, can you hear me?
He sat down with me, so I was ready to see it. Words,
It's 2 days, yeah.
and, but he didn't, he never stopped.
You guys, Kurt's not leaving. We're just
No.
really happy.
He's not leaving, it's working hard, right?
Actually, I'm trying to bust, I might get five, for me, that's good, 5 million this year, that's my next young.
Yeah.
But, so actually, we're talking about down here, this might be my biggest year so far. So,
Right. There you go.
Never let them go.
Yeah.
Because live in the basics is like, and I've watched you, and it's been
I agree. Yeah. You've always been playing as if you were playing from behind. And it shows that in the wins. So well done. I love that. Jennifer, I heard you. What did you want to say?
I think I don't know if you can hear me. My aha is that the MREA is basically telling you everything you need to succeed. And I think like when it comes to the shift, you'll see like if you don't have those things that it's telling you should have, like your 36 touch and all the different things, when the shift happens, I feel like the people that might be having the hard times are the people that don't have those things in play. Like, because I can see it, like, it's just something I'm seeing right now that is literally telling you what to do to be successful. So
It's the basics, being brilliant at the basics, Jennifer. Thank you. You're absolutely right. And we've got some things in store for you all to help with that too. So, do I? Thank you. Get out your pen and paper. We're gonna go through these questions together. I want you to be crazy honest with yourself. This is an opportunity. You don't have to share if you don't want to, but if you want to share, we'll finish. Feel free. Ask yourself this question. If you worked for yourself this week as your own boss, what would your productivity score be out of 10? 10's the best. What score would you give yourself? Go from Tuesday to Tuesday then. If your income for the next 90 days depended only on the habits you kept this week, would you be thriving, surviving, or struggling? The habits you kept. No one else has to see this, but be honest with yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, how consistent have you been in doing the activities that actually lead to closings? Lead gen, follow-up, appointments. How consistent have you been doing? How consistent have you been? If a new agent, this is a good one. If a new agent shadowed you all week, would they leave with a model of how to run a successful, sustainable business? Yes or no? Yeah. If the market stayed exactly like it is today for the next 12 months, how confident are you that your systems, your current systems and mindset would carry you through? Scale of 1 to 10. How confident are you that your current systems and mindset would carry you through the next 12 months? Anybody have a 50? I mean, I know I don't. Anybody want to share any ahas or how they feel after asking themselves this question? What they come away with? You to work harder? Yes.
It's like I want to be consistent, but sometimes I want to work on one thing, be consistent with that, and then everything else is off to the side. And I still, I would like to get to a point where we consistent at each thing, you know. And it's frustrating because I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Concentrating on one thing, everything else that I come to that to do.
But I think awareness is half the battle, Michelle, because I've been doing this a bazillion years. So you know, I don't know that that struggle really totally ever goes away. But I think it always has to be top of mind so we can improve, you know?
Because say along that line, you know, sometimes you have to work in your business and then you have to work on your business. Sometimes when you're working in your business, you don't have time to work on your business, but then it flips. And as long as you go back and forth in an equal, consistent way, it all turns out great. It's if you don't go back to working that it
And you're
slacks.
following a plan.
Yeah, because you can't do everything. The CEO once told me, can't do everything all the time.
How about you, Wayne? You said something.
I feel like I've been leaving something on the table. Like I think could do more, and for some reason I don't. So that check.
Yeah.
Realize that I can't do better than I should.
There you go. We talked about that this morning and had all that, work harder or work smarter, not harder. We're like, yeah, we're done with that. It's work harder and work smarter. Now, anyway. It's just a reality of where we are. The good news is we're all in the freaking same boat together.
Yes, we are.
You know, we're all in this. Whether you're in real estate or you sell shoes, doesn't matter. It's tough out there. We got to work harder. Which means we also need to be very aware of protecting our peace and our energy. Don't forget that part. Please, 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 please. I love these questions. Is that helpful? Make you think? I am. Well, you know, if you don't plan it, you lose it. So we were just talking about all this. If you had clear systems, a business plan, and accountability, what would your score be? Up there, right? Higher than what I had. Decide the type of business owner you want to be and commit to plugging into the next class. That leads us to the next slide, which says, here's your opportunity. We've got 6 personal perspectives coming up tomorrow. Whether you've taken this class before or not, I think that everyone should be in here. Jennifer has been training and preparing and getting ready for this, and she is going to seriously deliver the 6 personal perspectives. It's one of my favorite classes that KW provides. I think that you're going to get a lot of clarity. The commit to self-mastery, focusing on the 80-20 principle. The one I go to the most often because it makes so much sense in my brain is moving from E to P. I love that section. Staying learning based, removing limiting beliefs, and being accountable. Susan, I know that you love 6 personal perspectives too. Is there something that stands out to you the most? Like, what's your favorite piece of that?
All of it, number one. To represent someday it was such a growth situation for everybody. Probably the people that what I learned from working with hundreds of brand agencies. I'm just looking for a way to do something instead of the person. That we know what makes it successful. Jennifer stated probably already exactly what to do with us. The first thing I hear from a lot of the agencies, they want to find a way around the hard work.
For sure.
Yep. You know, what if I do this? I don't really want to make all these calls, but what if introduce myself? Well, no, that's a little too entrepreneurial. It used to be emotional. I started teaching me 9 days instead of emotional purposeful, which I really like. Emotional better because it really expresses that I'm taking part in the emotion. I love that. Like, I'm not gonna make that call because they're gonna get upset.
Right.
They don't want to talk to me. Just do the call. Allow this to the call. So those are probably.
I would encourage you to come. And by the way, lunch and breakfast are both provided. So if food motivates you, come have some breakfast and lunch and learn from Jennifer.
That's 3 times this week.
Look at that. Feeding you well.
I mean,
And then on Friday, right? On Friday from 10 to 3, we have our business planning clinic. And that's something that Lindsay and I will be doing. What you had a list of things. Is that something you're wanting to share now, or is that on their packets?
So you want to look at the packet.
Because we want you guys walking into Friday prepared.
So beautiful. Just because we're going to go over numbers, we're going to go over a lot of things. This is like your pre-work to Friday's class. So please fill this out. But if you don't have answers to everything, that's fine. We're going to go over a lot of this.
But Friday is very impactful. We were talking yesterday on our national call, and then it came up in our regional call. Like, this is what we should be doing right now with these business funding clinics. We got to get ready for 2026 because what's happening is so when is slow season in real estate?
When we decide it's going to be.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm maker and market, sorry.
True. Exactly. But so many agents historically kind of stop working towards the end of the year. And our activities now, how many days for business leading up to it? So our activities now will drive business in how many days? 90 days. So just think about all the people who kind of stop working around Thanksgiving. And they stop working around the holidays in December. And then they look up and they don't have anything in January. They have nothing in February. And then their tax bill comes in and they have to pay their taxes the way they, I'm saying this from the amount of people that I talk to.
You see it.
In January and February every year when the struggle is real. And it's because people stop working. So if we come up with a plan and we start implementing that plan at the beginning of Q4, how is your Q1 gonna look? It's gonna look it's gonna look better than most agents in our industry, I can tell you that. So tomorrow is very important, Jennifer Baldwin. Friday is even more important. And then starting next week is Bold. First steps to Bold. Next slide.
How about that? More growth.
We have people in this room who signed up for Full Bold. At minimum, we should be here for first steps. All right. Full Bold, we're still encouraging people to attend Full Bold because what's going to happen is going to impact your mindset. We're going to be hitting Q4 hard. And then come November, and I know we don't have a slide for this, but we're going to do it. Is it 6 weeks? It is the next one. So after Bold, we've got.
But wait, there's more.
We're going to focus in November on listings. We are creating a path for you guys right now. We're creating your schedule. And because we do not want January to start off slow for you. We don't want to ride the dips. We're going to control the roller coaster here.
This is completely free.
The listing thing is free, yes. And what's great with the listing program is that we're getting access. Basically, it's a $2,500 program that we've sweet talked our way into having it available for everyone at no cost. It's going to give you access to all the recordings. So they're going to meet twice a week. It's an hour-long group coaching. This is through Max Coaching. Twice a week. It's an hour long from I think 2 to 3, 2:30 to 3:30. And the videos. So if you can't attend during that time, you're going to have access to all the recordings. So anyone that might be in dual career or can't do during the day, they're going to have access to all these recordings. So we are doubling down in Q4 so that we can set ourselves up for success.
Lindsay, Friday going to be available with any other here
on Zoom. It's kind of, we're going to record it.
Okay.
So that you can
But it won't be
watch it.
interactive.
Okay, it won't be interactive. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If you go to KW Connect and type in business planning clinic, there's KWU videos already in there that you can watch on that were filmed strictly for.
But we'll have it available.
Yeah, we'll have our session too, but I think that's probably better to follow on.
And that's in person here.
Which one?
Both.
The listing is all online. That's on Zoom.
Okay.
Yep. Bold obviously is going to be here. Business planning clinic and Jennifer's class is going to be here.
So that whole the convert sellers to closings and take more listings now.
Say it again.
Both of those slides, they're on Zoom. They're not in the office.
Correct.
Okay.
Or you could come into the office. Maybe we all hang out in here and do a watch party
I would
together.
be here. I just didn't know.
I think that'd be a good idea. Have everybody in here.
We're going to have it available so we can showcase it in the market center. But yes, it's going to be it's group coaching through Maps online.
If we focus on growth, if we focus on production, if we focus on profitability, and you guys get to a place where you are producing what you want to produce,
and we're taking market share in Cincinnati, what do you think that does for your business? I mean, what does it do for your business?
Just a snowball effect.
Absolutely. Being a part of one of the largest and most profitable brokerages in the area, how does that not benefit you? And the only way we get there is if we're all hands on deck, doing the things.
Silly question.
Never a silly question.
No.
Okay, I'll give you a silly answer. That is not a silly question. I would guess no.
I think that whole week of Thanksgiving is just all.
Yeah.
Although I could bake out a Thanksgiving dinner and say I've got to work. Ah, I like it. Anyway, hope you guys engage in all this stuff. It's here for you. We want y'all to hit your goals. We're coming up. Is that tomorrow night?
Yes.
You want to say anything?
Well, two things. Look on here. So the QR code that's on the left, so people can actually pre-schedule ahead of time our career nights. So like if you guys have someone that can't come one of the times, that they have time to look ahead and plan that. Same for info sessions, one-on-one meetings. The one on the right is, I know you all had our locations.1074 link probably saved in your phone. That is our new link that we are using. That's, again, the best way to ensure you guys get sponsorship credit if you have someone that's going to join KW, or really just to make sure that they get in contact with us. So save both of those, put them both into a KW7H contact card or something. I think that's the easiest way. But yeah, come, share the news, share the link, invite people, grow your downline.
And by sharing the link with someone who's considering KW or considering getting into real estate, we're reaching out and saying hello and introducing ourselves and asking if they would be willing to have a conversation, no doubt. But they're also getting all the information about the market center. They get the invites for events. They learn about the crammers. They learn about team meetings. Like they're getting all the information about this market center. So it's really plugging them in, and so they can see, what we're about. So it's not just about Kristen or Peyton calling them for an appointment. They're actually getting a lot of information. Thank you. Oh, it's time for Keeneland. Make sure you RSVP if you're in the top 20%. You guys get to go to Keeneland again this year. Fortunately, I will not be joining you, which is a real bummer. You will send someone else. You don't want to miss it. It's a good time. Everybody has fun at Keeneland. Some of us more than others. Coming soon to KW. Woo!
This is so fun. So
Talk to us.
What this is this is kind of like, it's not an influencer platform, but it's really kind of, it digs into working social media trends. And it's also going to be a cool way for some of you to get represented on the big KWRI platforms and things like that. So I don't think they're just going to send the email to everyone, but I think just every so often you could possibly get email if you're doing something cool on social media. It's just kind of like an easy, big portal share hub to share content across KW.
So Keller Williams International is going to be paying attention to what you're doing through this. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yes.
And I will tell you that when you have an opportunity to sit on a panel or be on stage, or even mentioned at any of these massive conventions we go to, what do you think happens to your business? She blows up. This is an opportunity. Big opportunity. So I would encourage you to take a peek. This will be in your email. I have what I need. What do you have? Look, 2 minutes till 12. It did it, Peyton.
I know, you killed that, girl.
Thank you. Woo! She's back there like this. What do you have?
Writing it.
I got a listing coming live Thursday, Amelia, 3 bed, 290.
And a good looking flyer to go with it.
Nothing else?
Fairly, 1.1, 13 acres in Morrow. It's one of the most stunning properties I've ever seen. I would buy it myself. Spend on it, so.
Nice.
Is it a ranch? It's done for some primary.
Oh.
Sending water on the property.
A gorgeous pond, stunning, stunning.
When is it going on?
God, is it big?
I love when this happens.
I need that address.
Oh,
Magic. It's awesome.
I love it.
One of the best properties.
Aw, good for you. What else? I need. What you need?
I need a two-bed condo. West side.
Too bad. You should be able to find that, right?
She wants a pool and a workout, which is still doable.
Yeah.
Pool.
Clubhouse.
Yep.
Fitness area, something. What else? Who else has a need?
She'd love to be at like one floor living. The laundry on that.
Yours one floor? Oh, no, yours is a need. Trying to get you guys together. I know. Any other wants or needs? Box. I got you covered.
So we in the
Any more I need, I'll let you guys go and get some salami. That's what's out there, salami and fried chicken. You got a charcuterie out there. I cannot wait. My stomach is rumbling. Are you guys excited about the upcoming trainings and classes and stuff? I'm kind of geeked about it, but I'm looking at your faces.
Yeah.
And you're not near as happy as I'll be.
Is this what you guys want? Yes, I'll be there.
I mean, it's good stuff. Yeah. It's good stuff.
If it's fair.
That's true. Bring friends to any of this stuff, especially the business planning. You know, bring some friends with you. You're welcome, guests.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for being here. Thanks for playing along. I appreciate you guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
You know, I'm just giving you shit.
I